Hello, everyone, again. Uh, this is Dr. Spirit, and this is a series of one. And because on my channel, uh, it's transparency, and I am delving into things that was not in my history books when I was in school. Uh, I don't think there was a person of color in there or even spoken about. Our history was deleted when my ancestors stepped on to America. Those plantation owners, uh, the masters and the mistresses, that's when they decided to wipe out anything that had to do with our ancestors, any and everything. So uh, we would not, so our ancestors, if they tried to run away, they would not know where to go. So uh, they made it so we'd have to stay. Our ancestors had to stay. But they did not stop all of them. There was some that had resistance and courage. Thank God for those. So I have a prayer here. This is today's prayer. And it says, the joy of the Lord is your strength. The joy of the Lord. And that is Nehemiah chapter 8, verse 10. So let's get on with this story. Okay. Um, all right. When I discovered this, I could not believe it. Uh, could not believe it at all. Oh God. All right. The Devil's Punch Bowl, a contested chapter in Reconstruction history. Um, this Reconstruction happened after my ancestors was freed, but they wasn't really free. Uh, this is what happened. The Devil's Punch Bowl in Natchez, Mississippi, is a deeply controversial and haunting site tied to the post-Civil War era. Here's a breakdown of what is known, debated. No need to debate because it happened. It's reality and speculated. hmm What and where? Natchez, Mississippi, and the feature a natural geological pit. You know what a pit is? It's a big hole in the ground, surrounded by steep bluffs, function used by the Union Army as a refugee camp for formerly enslaved whew, people of color after the Civil War. Okay, when this time frame is circa 1865 during the early Reconstruction period, and the duration for that camp operated for a short time, but exact dates are unclear. Why and implementation. Okay, the purpose was to manage, listen to this now, the purpose was to manage the massive influx of freed slaves seeking refuge and support after emancipation. Okay, the federal government, the army, military, uh, and the president knew that if they did not give uh, my ancestors any education or any type of help to get uh, a place to live, to start on their way. Like, for example, 40 acres and a mule. That was good. The idea was good, uh, but they did not implement. Uh, my ancestors, on the other hand, uh, that was taken away before it was given. And it was given to the plantation master and mistress. All right. Execution. The Union Army established the camp, but poor planning, sanitation, and overcrowding because they did not have any place to go. That's why this happened. And they probably thought, as usual, the Europeans, to get their way and to get them in there. Okay. And overcrowding led to cata- catastrophic conditions. Inhabitants freed freed people of color, men, women, and children, administrators, Union military personnel, alleged perpetrators, not alleged, they did it. Some accounts claim Union forces confined people forcibly. Here's another kidnapping and denied them basic needs. Others suggest Confederate propaganda, blaming they're playing the blame game, exaggerated these claims. What happened? Conditions, rampant disease, especially smallpox, starvation, and lack of medical care. Deaths estimate range from 2,000 to 20,000. Though many historians dispute, that is again, the higher numbers. Allegations. Some sources claim freed slaves were listen to this, re re-enslaved or hunted, hunted down like an animal. But there's limited credible, there goes again, evidence of organized slave hunting at this site during Reconstruction. The camp was short lived and likely dissolved within a year or two as Reconstruction policies evolved and freedmen's camps were phased out or relocated. In summary, the Devil's Punch Bowl was a tragic consequence of a chaotic, yes, it was, chaotic transition from slavery to freedom. From a refuge, it became a death trap due to mismanagement and neglect. The most extreme claims, mass graves, deliberate, deliberate extermination. They still trying all that. Behind the curtain, they're the wizards. Deliberate extermination and slave hunt, hunting, even though they were free, are debated and often lack solid documentation. Oh, please. The Devil's Punch Bowl is a stark reminder of how freedom without infrastructure or compassion can become another form of suffering and slavery. Whether the worst claims are true or exaggerated, but I'm sure they're not exaggerated. And it's reality because the stories that's coming out about what they did with my ancestors and yours, it's the truth because other things came out about the Europeans that they were doing, and there's proof. There's proof about all of this stuff. Okay, okay, true or exaggerated. This site symbolizes the failure of Reconstruction to protect and uplift newly freed people. It deserves more scholarly attention and public awareness, not just as a historical curiosity, because this thing still exists. It's, you know, I guess you can go see it. I don't know, but it still exists. Not just as a historical curiosity, but as a moral reckoning. Okay? Yes. All right, my opinion on this is it looked like to me that the Europeans, and even now, their quest for and property to go for their hand down to their family and keep the property and money in the family. It's more, it is and was more important to them than humanity or helping their slaves. They looked at them like an animal, a cow or a mule, looked at them not as a person, but as a property. And they control every aspect of my ancestors' life. Every single aspect, even reproduction. We'll get into that for the own because there is I've heard about breeding camps, uh, and I want to get into that, but not tonight. And uh, yet these atrocities took place, and these European plantation owners and mistresses, they took liberties where they should not have with my ancestors and yours. And it was catastrophic what they did. And the descendants have. PTSD because of that. Because of the many over these atrocities happened over 400 years. And because of that, all these memories of what happened to the people before me is imprinted on genes. It's imprinted. It's a little door on that genes that has all of this, all that happened. And that's why you could say that we are angry about it, but some of us don't know why. I know because I'm a psychologist and I research things. And because I myself feel what my ancestors felt, all of that information is in here, in here. And it it affected the descendants and like uh, the people that came before us. It went on and on and on and on and on because all of the atrocity went on and on and on and on and on and on and on. And all of this, they remembered. And because of that, the people that came after them was this information was imprinted thereafter. And so, because none of us, none of the ancestors got any type of medical, spiritual, or mental help. So, all of this was handed down from this generation to this generation to my generation and my daughter's generation. And that's sad. They bought my ancestors over here and worked them to death and did all sorts of things to them because in their mind they were animals, like a horse or cow or whatever or a pig. And thus they treated my ancestors and yours like this. And they have a lot of atonement and apologies. And I say don't wait till more stuff come out because it's trickling now from this little bit. We only have this little bit of information. about the Europeans and what they did. And so the next year we had more information. And the next year we had more information to this. And now we're finding out that they, the Europeans, and what they did was not just on the plantation, but had also done to my ancestors and yours after and doing Reconstruction of America. So I feel that it's better for the federal government to announce that uh, they apologize what they did and the advantages and the atrocities they did on the ancestors and what they are going to start implementing. And it's not only the money that they took, it's property and in every single thing, you name it, music, they took. Uh, 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 they took the recognition for the architecture and the building of America. And it's not only in the billions or millions with property and the money they should have given to the ancestors, the work, add all that together, they owe trillions and trillions of, of dollars. And they'll never be able to pay it off. They need to start now because sooner or later you're going to have to do it because you're going to be ordered to do it. Because with all this information coming out, you're going to be made to do it. And you don't want that, do you? So thank you for coming and share and like. And I'm coming back because I have two more things I want to do before I have to go to bed. And I do need some rest. So thank you for coming and namaste.